All right, weekly outlook. And as always, first we're going over Forex Factory, over the news, and then we're going over the watch list, which pairs are nice to trade on the higher time frame this week. And as you know, it's daylight saving, so that means for the US, everything is the same. But if you look at the European people or the Asian people or whatever, you're not US, African people, you are all 1 hour earlier with trading. So the New York session starts 1 hour earlier. And today we have no news. Monday time, the recording is Monday, March 10th. Tuesday, jolts. Wednesday, two big boys. Not only have CPI, the USD big boy, but also we have CAD rates. So the majority of the liquidity, the volume will come around Wednesday. So keep that in mind. Thursday, we have PPI, unemployment claims, and more red folders on Friday. So jam-packed week ahead. And let's go over DXY first. And if you look at DXY, it is very close to that second monthly bullish fair value gap. We already had one monthly bullish fair value gap here, but we have another one right here, and we are very close to that one. If you look at the daily down close candles only, making me want to wait for the USD pairs to trade them. So if I'm looking at right here, you can play maybe a retracement play towards this fair value gap, but ideally I'm gonna wait for this to happen and have a retracement move from the monthly bullish fair value gap to the daily bearish fair value gap. So those are my 2 points of interest for DXY. We're now in between them with a no news Monday, with CPI, jolts, PPI, the whole 9 yards, making me for today want to wait and come back once we hit or daily SIBI to short from towards the monthly BISI, or vice versa from the monthly BISI buying towards the daily SIBI. And with that, we're looking at the USD pairs. Euro US dollar, very, very bullish, of course, with the bearish DXY. Point of interest, monthly fair value gap here. On the daily, we have some BISIs. We already in a SIBI here. So also for that, I'm going to wait or monthly BISI, monthly SIBI or daily BISI to play or this or this. One of the two. Let's see which one will hold. Same for GU. Similar price action. Cool. Then JPY basket. Not too highest probability right now. I would say we're going to still higher following the buy structure. Drawn liquidity could be, of course, last week's high or the March high. And then the daily bearish value gap. So I'm going to look at that. For longs, the JPY basket means shorts on the JPY pairs. If I was looking at the JPY pairs, they didn't stood out to me that much, of course. We already are in the weekly BISI here on Euro JPY. I'm looking for shorts here, but it doesn't look very nice for shorts on all the pairs. So later this week, I'm going to update this, looking for potential shorts on the JPY pair, but for now, they are not on the watch list. And I'll update in the school group when they are added to the watch list. So I'll keep you updated on that. As you might hear, I'm outside, enjoying nature. And I think you should see some more sunlight as well as a trader. Cool. Back to the watch list. Indices, very bearish as well. Look at that. And we have low hanging fruit target, of course, last week's low to the Friday low. Also maybe this daily bullish fair value gap here. We already, if we look at the weekly, we're already in a weekly bullish order block. Of course, we can trade more into that. So ideally, we can maybe look for longs after we sweep last week's high. So for today, I still have a bearish bias on the indices. There's no reason to not be bearish on the indices right now. Next week, not this week, but next week, we also have rate decisions. Well, with this down move of the indices, probably we will see rate cuts coming. That will be a big fat green candle next week. So potentially we can play this, and the same on ES and same on YM. Similar daily bullish value gap, last week's low. So it's gonna be my first point of interest to short towards that, and then long once the structure occurs towards that area. Same for YM. Then the DAX, the German index, we took liquidity up here last Thursday, and then started to move downwards. I was eyeing a potential move on Friday from this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, internal to external, but we didn't do that. And then we displaced lower. So for today, I'm gonna look for, okay, are we respecting this SIBI to go lower? And then potentially we can take a short towards the weekly bullish fair value gap here. Maybe you also see the failure swings here, low resistance liquidity. That could be a point of interest. Keep in mind that shorting the DAX, if we zoom out, might not be the highest probability play because we are of course very bullish. But let's see if the structure tells us otherwise later today and this week. And if it just ignores it and goes higher, of course we're just gonna trade towards the last week's high. Cool, we already discussed the USD pairs. Let's go over NZD. I am looking at a potential entry from the 4-hour bullish order block. We are very bullish. And I don't think we will stop anytime soon with that. Of course, after this week, a weekly bullish fair value gap. But with this move, I think we don't stop with the bullishness. So I want to see what we do here. So fair value gap and order block in this area. And low hanging fruit target, these highs here. Same here. I was looking at this before the weekly outlook. So here, 1 hour. I'm going to look more in depth here. It's a weekly outlook, I'm sorry. But this is what I'm looking at for maybe taking an entry. So big rejection wick right here. Let's see in 20 minutes, is it still the same? If you look at the 15-minute, you look at this wick. In this fair value gap, massive turtle soup. So this could be a play. Could be a play. Low risk trade would be wait for the next displacement. Stop below this low to the high for like a 1 to 2-ish. But it is more on the lower time frame. You're here for the weekly outlook. So let's stick on that. So very bullish Euro NCD. Also GP NCD. Very bullish. I'm also looking at potential trades from this weekly bullish fair value gap on GP NCD. But let's see later this week. No rush on here on a Monday. And then let's take a look at the AUD pairs. AUD very bullish. Wow. And we are approaching a weekly bearish fair value gap. So I'm anticipating price to somewhere in this area to make a move lower. And I don't care too much where that's going to be. So let's see what we'll do there. Cool. Moved inside because the sun was heating up my laptop. There we go. So I'm expecting some form of down movement from the weekly bearish fair value gap. Same for GP AUD. We have this high coming in, this one. So let's see how we move from there. So there's going to be a wait maybe later this week to see what we do here. Euro AUD move from the weekly SIBI could be a nice one. We already took this massive swing high. So short term higher and then lower. That's the play for me for the AUD pairs. Then gold. Gold, I'm very neutral on. I think it's going to make a big move. And the big move I think could be to the downside. But shorting gold is not a nice thing to do. We have a monthly fair value gap and order block right here, which is definitely something I'll be interested in. But for now, 4-hour consolidation. On Friday, I tried to long this, but we didn't follow through. We took liquidity here and then started breaking down lower. So for gold, probably lower price coming in. I'm not going to trade this for now. I'm going to wait, but if we now create fair value gaps lower, I'm definitely interested to trade it towards the monthly BISI. So we have an old weekly BISI here. I'm more interested in the, it's going to be a big drop. If it happens, big drop, so don't need to catch that. Just going to wait for some more structure. 4-hour consolidation. I don't even go to a lower time frame. So I'm going to wait for that. Same for silver. And that's it. So majority of the weekly trades will be taken around CPI and the rates. And keep in mind that the markets, especially for the USD and the cat pairs, could consolidate. I don't have the cat pairs on the list. I don't like them right now. So I'm going to wait until after the rates to maybe see a nice trade. And that's everything I had for this week. On Wednesday, there will be a very cool video released about daily bias. Also live stream together on YouTube. So looking forward to welcome you all there. Keep showing up on the school group. You guys are crushing it, seeing the results, and we'll see you later on the charts. Good luck this week, and we'll keep in touch. See ya. Bye-bye.